Alright guys, another shop video. This is a customer's rig. It's a trx6 with a tf2 Toyota hard body. I need to marry the bed together and get this as low as I can, and stuff like that for him. I'm gonna fix the hood here. I got something in mind, and then we're gonna pinch it, dove it, whatever you want to call it, in the front end for him, and just get the body all together, you know what I mean, all as one piece. See, so right now I gotta glue that all up, get it all reinforced and working and whatnot with that, and then I got an idea with the hood possibly that I'm gonna try. These sliders are gonna have to come off because he wants this body low. So I was gonna tell him I could cut the cab out, notch it out for these sliders, but honestly these sliders are gonna be more in the way than anything and stuff like that. So he's gonna have to get actual real sliders that will bolt the body on better than I think these, and then figure out something if he wants to have a bar right there to still protect the body or what, but we'll figure that out as we go down the road here. But I just figured I'll show you guys the start of this project of what it looks like right now, and then I'll show you what I do with this, doving it or pinching it, and then the hood too, maybe if he wants me to narrow the front end a little bit on it, and then show you guys with it all together as it's all glued together and stuff. So, but this is just the start. There'll be more shortly. Alright guys, I got it mounted. I just got to get the rear bed of the rear section of the bed, I should say, mounted to the bed. Got this part of the bed mounted to the cab, got the cab mounted to the chassis. So this is what we're talking about with the hood. He wanted it to sit nice and low, right? And unfortunately, to do so, I had to do that. So I'm thinking about cutting. Oh, let me grab the back of this bed piece here, set it to the side there. So I'm thinking about bringing it down and like cut up to this, leave like this much or something, but then we need to pinch it, right? Because if you look, watch, let me do it on this side. See, that tire's already hitting, right? And then when you turn, it's gonna just eat the shit out of that even more. So I'm gonna have to bring that fender probably like that, and then that one like that too. Boom. I don't know if we should go that damn narrow. Kind of want to have where this fender line is, right where this body line is right here, have that fender like right there, so it's like that far away from this frame rail here, and it should give all the clearance, you know what I mean, because the tire should be about here and the fender should be about here. So probably like that, yeah. So now I'm gonna have to cut this section out here, at least cut it here, and then heat it up, bend it in, mark it, and then cut that chunk off, and then glue it back together, and then reinforce it on the inside all the way across. And then I'm gonna make a cowl induction hood for it. If I have enough styrene to do so, I'll make a cowl induction hood. That's why I want to cut it down further, like right to that line maybe. That way that hood will gradually, right, it'll gradually come up and over like that, and then it'll just drop straight like that on this hood line that I already have started cutting. And it'll be like a cowl induction hood, probably like a 4-inch if it was to be real scale, like, you know, measurement of a real vehicle. Um, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I kind of want to leave it that thick and then just have it come to here, the styrene, and go up. It's probably what I'll do. That way I have this big old piece to reinforce this body. You know, after I bring in the fenders like that, boom and boom, and I'll have this big old piece right here anyway. And I'll run a piece of styrene under, and I'll have it come out, and then I'll have a piece of styrene probably right here from this edge maybe, and come, and then I'll make the sides where it'll ramp up to it and all that, and then glue the piece that comes underneath and over the top together, boom, and then like make it into one piece. And then you won't see it on the sides because I'll have the side pieces, and then just do all the body work, you know what I mean? But anyway, this is how it's coming along. See, I got the cab on there, and then I was thinking once I get the bed fully together and glued, there's 2 spots that I can make holes here and mount 2 here, and then on this back bed, see this mount back here, I could put 2 holes into the bed. Let me get it on here if I can, and then you know, get this down and mounted, and then I could put 2 holes here and here and mount it. And I'm going to cover the whole bottom of the inside of this bed with styrene, thick, real thick styrene, about probably that thick, and that way I can cut these holes where they're nice and tighter, because I didn't initially cut these holes. Just like on the front, I didn't cut the holes either, but since that servo's in the way, it doesn't matter with that. But with this, I didn't cut these holes. I cut this out right here, boom, boom, but it was up to there, but they're big old squares, and I barely notched it here around the bottom of the shock hoop because I have the bed literally on the frame like a real truck. So yeah, I was thinking of running styrene across the whole bottom of this bed to reinforce it better, and then to better cut around these shock hoops and make it look cleaner, right? And just go from there and chop it like that, where it'll have enough room to clear to just drop it on, but it'll look clean. And then same with right here, when I get this sanded, see, I didn't cut none of this. It was already cut, so I just gotta clean it up and make it where it's right. You know what I mean? That side's gonna take a lot to cut out. Damn. Oh well, it is what it is. That's a big old gap right there. This side's good, but that side's not. But anyway, I'll have to chop about 2 millimeters or so out of this to suck it in, make it all nice and flush, and then I'll do styrene out to hide all this crap here. You'll still see it, but it won't look so shitty. And then I'll see if he wants to bed liner the whole inside of the bed so it'll go over the styrene. You won't even notice with just barely looking at it. You have to like really look at it. If you just glance at it, you won't even tell when I have that done. But that's the update. Here's part 1. There'll be a part 2 coming up on this trx6 build with the hard body, slamming the crap out of it as realistically as I can go, you know, tell. Because if I go any lower, then there's no point of even having fenders. I might as well just make this hoop bigger where it goes up and down like that. You know what I mean? And there's no point, but I could just pinch it and solve that. But you know, I like where it sits. It looks good. I don't think it'll hurt it. And then I gotta sand all this shit down and do the body filler for the scoop or the cowl induction hood part of it. I'll probably cut it realistically down to here, and bend that plastic up, heat it up and bend it out. That way it'll ramp over nicely for the Lexan to make a nice cowl induction hood. But anyway, now I'm just rambling on and keeping you guys on here. But anyway, there'll be a part 2 on this. Hopefully I'll have this in the works, or at least done, and show you guys, and have the rear bed attached to this other part of the bed and stuff like that with the styrene and all that, and I'll show you guys that, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, stay tuned for part 2.